Hello everyone, in today's video I am going to be working on a pet portrait painting of a sweet precious girl named Belle, but before we dive into the actual painting process, I wanted to show you guys my adorable little studio pal Penelope. Isn't she just precious? Look at her, she's so cute. Okay, so with my pet portraits, I always like to start by doing a digital mock-up. This just is part of my process. I send the individual who requested the pet portrait the initial sketch. They have the opportunity to request any changes, such as maybe they don't want the collar in the painting, or maybe they want to have the dog tag showing the dog's name in the painting and the reference photo doesn't reflect that. So once they approve the sketch, I work on the color mock-up, and here is the color mock-up of Belle's painting. And after that was approved, I get to move on to the actual painting phase. So the first thing is I have to transfer my sketch to my watercolor paper. And because I use a watercolor block instead of a watercolor pad, I use transfer paper to transfer my sketch instead of a light box. I usually like to use red transfer paper, but I'm currently all out of that. After the sketch is transferred, I like to go in and work on the background first, and that is for two very different reasons. Reason one is I've noticed that I need time to warm up and get comfortable with the painting. While it is not a blank page because the sketch is technically there, it still is like fear of the blank page where there's all these mistakes just waiting to be made. I need to be able to warm up and get comfortable and kind of get in the headspace, and I'm too scared to work on the pet first to do that, to get that warm up in. So I feel most comfortable working on the background first. And the second reason for working on the background is actually more of a technical reason, and that is because by removing the white of the paper and getting the background finalized, I will be able to better judge the lights and dark values when I'm actually working on the pet, and that is just super handy for me. After the background is in, I typically work on the nose and the eyes next. I absolutely love working on dog noses. They're so cute and so boopable. They're just so precious. And then the eyes are super important to work on for me. I know some artists like to wait and work on the eyes after they have some of the facial features blocked in. I can't do that. I would be stressed the entire time because with watercolors, if you mess up, it is really hard to fix it. Unlike acrylics, which are opaque, watercolors are transparent. So if I make a mistake, use the wrong color, whatever, it's really hard to cover that up because it's gonna show through the other transparent layers that I paint on top. I cannot just paint over the mistakes and try to do better the next time. And if the mistake is bad enough, I would have to completely start all over with the painting. So for a pet portrait, I would be absolutely devastated if I put a lot of time into a painting and saved the eyes for last, which in my opinion are one of the most important aspects of my paintings specifically. And then I ruined the entire painting with the eyes. Like, all the hard work that I put into it, I would just be absolutely crushed. So I have to get the eyes done and out of the way first. That's just a personal preference. There's not a right way or a wrong way to do it. This is just so I don't have to be anxious the entire time, and so I can enjoy the actual creative process. For me personally, I think that because I paint realistically, if the eyes are not right, it doesn't really matter how good the rest of the painting is, because there's always a chance that the owner will get the painting, and while they may think that, yes, it's a good painting, I like it, It's good, but it feels off. It just doesn't feel like my pet. There's always that chance, you know, if the eyes aren't done right. And so that's another reason why I like to get the eyes done and out of the way first, because then I can better judge, like, okay, have I accurately captured the pet's eyes? And let me tell you guys, Belle's eyes in this reference photo, they were stunning. They just drew me in. When I was looking at the reference photos, I immediately knew this is the one that I want to reference. Her eyes are stunning. They're so full of life and joy, and I want to capture that. Once the eyes and the nose are out of the way, then I typically hop around from different areas of the face. There's not really one particular area that I work on next. If I still feel like I need to warm up more, I will work on a more inconspicuous area of the pet. So in this painting, it would have been Belle's neck area. Like, that area doesn't have as much detail in the fur. So I was able to use that area to kind of warm up more, get a little bit more comfortable with the painting before going in and tackling the face itself. I tend to build up a lot of layers in my watercolor pet portrait paintings, and I like to use various colors to try to realistically capture how the light would play on the animal's fur. So with this painting of Belle, her fur is not just black. There's actually a whole slew of colors in there. I used various shades of blue, some grays, I had some browns in there, and all of that is layered up in a way to come across as her having black fur. And I really loved having the blue undertones in this painting, and I think it worked well because we do have Belle's favorite frisbee in the background, which has a lot of blue, and then Belle is also wearing an adorable little bow that is blue. So I think it just made sense to have lots of areas of blue in what would be the highlights of her fur. Once the painting gets to a point where I feel like I'm about 95% done, and I feel like I've gotten all of the dark values in, and the only thing that is left is the finishing details. And let me tell you, that is one of the best parts. That is where I start to get super giddy and really excited, and I love this part. Aside from painting the nose, this is probably my next favorite part of the painting. I do enjoy the entire process of painting people's pets, but this is one of the most exciting times of being able to go in and get all those fine little details and paint in the adorable little whiskers. It makes me so excited because this is the stage where the recipient of the painting can really see it come together. Growing up, I always had pets, and I think that is one of the biggest reasons why I absolutely love painting other people's pets. I have 3 cats and 2 dogs. I know how important pets are in individuals' lives, and I also know that while as a pet person, we probably have a ton of photos of our pets on our phone at any given time. Not all of those photos are photos that we want to blow up and put on our walls for various reasons. One, maybe the background is not that great. Like, maybe there's some dirty laundry in the background, or maybe 2, it's actually kind of blurry. Like, it doesn't have all the details that you wish it had, but it's just such a cute photo of your pet, so there's no way you're going to delete it. I love being able to paint other people's pets and give them something that they can cherish and hold on to forever. Additionally, this footage was going to be part of a studio vlog video that I'm currently working on editing, But I was so excited about this painting that I just kept filming the process of it because I was having so much fun. So there ended up being so much footage that I decided to make it its own video. But there is a studio vlog that I am currently editing and will be coming out soon, so you will have to stay tuned for that. Here's the reveal of my painting of Belle. I absolutely love how she turned out. I could not be more excited for Belle's owners to receive this painting. And then I could not end this video without showing you guys these adorable clips of Penelope. She was just being way too cute in my studio, and I just had to share it. Thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!